Coach, this weekend you guys are heading up to Tulsa for the American Conference Championships, cross-country championships. Let's talk a little bit about, we'll start talking about the women. Talk a little bit about what you expect out of them this weekend in Tulsa.
Well, we're really excited that the conference meet is here, and I'm particularly excited about our women's team because we're so young and inexperienced, and yet I'm really proud of the kind of progress and development that they've experienced this season. We've been led by Emma Newton and Lauren Bartels all season long, two true freshmen that have just done a great job. And actually 5 of our top 6 runners are all freshmen. And so I know they're excited, obviously a little bit nervous, but really looking forward to the competition.
And on the men's side, you got another true freshman in Moses Aloyloy that's running. Just talk a little bit about what you expect out of that side of the program.
Well, Moses is a great distance runner, and I think he has an opportunity to contend for the individual championship title. He's an athlete that I believe is running, if not at, really close to a national level, and he's been leading us every week, and I know we're very excited about the kind of season that he's been having. Behind him in our lineup, we've had Mark Mannion, who's been very consistently good. And then behind him, Jack White and Chris Lowry both are athletes that have not yet kind of hit their stride, but they've been training really well, and I know they're feeling good going into this meet. And so our hopes are really high.
Talk a little bit about the progression of the women's team. You alluded to the fact that you've got such a young roster. 5 of your top 6 runners are freshmen. How have you seen them progress from the first week at the Mississippi College opener to where we are now?
Well, with so many freshmen on the team, it's always a fun process to see how they're going to start the year off and then develop. And we did not expect to be, led by all of these new athletes. But it's been a pleasant surprise, and we are hopeful that they're going to really come up with their best race this weekend at the conference meet. And I know they're expecting that. So we're looking forward to the weekend.
And on the men's side, obviously, it's not as young of a roster, but talk a little bit about the progression that you've seen, especially from Mark Mannion, who, didn't compete as much last year due to an injury. He's come back and he's placed in the top 20 numerous times this season.
Well, every returning athlete on the team has improved dramatically. Mark, that you mentioned, and we've already spoken about him a little bit, but also Jack White, Jeff Zellick, and Nick Maloro. They've all improved a lot from where they've been in the past. And now you mix Moses and then another new athlete. He's a sophomore, but Chris Lowry, transfer student. And we're a much improved team. This is a brand new conference for us. It's going to be a new experience. So we're going into it with, high hopes, but we also need to have this experience to really be able to, fairly evaluate where we are and how much growth and development we really have experienced.
Lastly, this is the opening meet of the championship portion of the season. Just talk a little bit about how the team kind of prepares for the most rigorous portion of the schedule.
Well, we haven't made that many changes, frankly. I've been very pleased with the training load that these young athletes have been able to manage and sustain throughout the season. Their mileage has come down a little bit over the past couple of weeks, but not very much. And, we're just trying to help them feel really fresh and rested going into the meet so they can potentially have their best race.